Hey everyone, welcome back to Creation Station. In last week's video, we made a beginner-friendly glossy lip balm for winter. If you haven't checked that one out yet, I will leave the link in the description box below. Today though, we're going to be stepping it up a notch and moving into advanced maker territory by making a medicated lip balm inspired by the classic Blistex formula, but with a modern twist. A few days ago, I mentioned how my hands and lips are the first to show signs of distress in the winter months, so we've addressed the hand issue by making that winter repair hand cream. Now let's go ahead and get started with some healing for our lips. I know I definitely need it. We're going to start off with our beeswax once again. We're going to put that on our hot plate. So this is going to be our main structuring wax. It's going to give the lip balm its solid form and creates that nice protective layer over your lips. It also helps keep the balm from melting too easily when you put it into your pocket or your purse. So I've got my hot plate already turned on to a preset temperature. We're going to let that start going. We're going to add the rest of our waxes. So the next wax that we're going to be adding is candelilla wax, and that's going to add a bit more hardness and gives a subtle glossy finish. It also helps raise the melting point just a little bit so that your balm stays firm even in warmer weather. So we're going to get that in there. Candelilla wax. Next, we're going to be adding some ozokerite. It's a reinforcing wax that helps the stick keep its shape. It adds rigidity, smoothness, and prevents the balm from feeling too soft or too oily. I got mine at TKB Trading. Next, we're putting in just a little bit of paraffin wax. We're also going to be putting in microcrystalline wax. We'll get to that in a second. So both of these, the paraffin and the microcrystalline wax, work together to stabilize the formula. Paraffin adds a little slip, making the balm glide on easier, and the microcrystalline wax helps keep the texture uniform while preventing the cocoa butter from becoming too grainy later on. So that's our paraffin wax. It's a very small little amount. And then we're going to go ahead and add in that microcrystalline wax. All right, after the waxes, we're going to be putting in some lovely cocoa butter, and this is going to give that rich, buttery feel, and it adds conditioning benefits. It melts right at your body temperature, so when you swipe this on, it's going to feel instantly creamy and soft. All right, next, let me get these over here. There's a lot of ingredients here. Next, we're going to be adding in cetyl palmitate as well as some cetyl alcohol. So the cetyl palmitate, both of these are fatty emollients, okay? And they both are going to add creaminess and slip. So they're going to help soften the wax blend so that the balm glides smoothly instead of dragging. So cetyl palmitate as well as cetyl alcohol. There's the palmitate. Here's the cetyl alcohol. All right, let's see. After that, we're going to be putting in lanolin as well as lanolin oil. And these are going to be the powerhouse ingredients for lip repair. Lanolin and lanolin oil mimic the natural lipids in our skin, helping to lock in moisture and heal dry, cracked lips. They're what give this balm that cushioned, nourishing feel. So this is the lanolin. It's very, very sticky. And this is our lanolin oil. Also very sticky and thick and viscous. I really, really love lanolin in winter repair products. All right, we're just going to give this a couple of minutes to melt on down, and I'll bring you back when we're ready to add the rest of the ingredients. Okay, all the waxes are pretty much all melted down. There's just ever so slightly of that microcrystalline wax. That's what takes the longest. It actually takes longer than the beeswax. I am going to go ahead and shut off my hot plate because we're not going to need any more heat. This is hot enough. Before we start adding some of the other ingredients, I wanted to go ahead and combine my cholesterol with the polybutene. And so a little bit of cholesterol is going to go a very long way. It's one of the natural lipids found in healthy skin. It supports our barrier repair and adds a subtle skin identical softness to the formula. So there's the cholesterol. I'm going to mix this with the polybutene. This is going to provide like gloss. It's going to have a little bit of clinging and staying powder with our lip balm. And I'll talk about the polyisobutene in just a second, but let's go ahead and get this cholesterol mixed in to the polybutene. Pretty much just kind of making a slurry like you would with xanthan gum and glycerin. And this is just to try to avoid clumping. We're just going to leave this off to the side for just a moment while we add our other ingredients. We're going to be adding some mineral oil. This is going to help to balance the formula by softening the waxes and reducing drag. It's going to give you that classic cushiony feel that's very true to traditional medicated lip balms. So we're going to just go ahead and get that mineral oil into the pool here. All right, so next we're going to be adding some isopropyl myristate, and this is going to help the lip balm glide really nicely, and it's going to absorb evenly on our lips. This is going to lighten the feel of the petrolatum, and it gives a smooth, silky payoff. So let's go ahead and get that IPM in here. All right, and as I just spoke about, we are going to be adding petrolatum. This is our main occlusive base. It creates a protective barrier that locks in moisture and shields the lips from the wind and cold. It's going to be the backbone of that long-lasting protection that Blistex is known for. All right, I'm going to take this off the heat now. Keep mixing just to make sure that that petrolatum is thoroughly melted down into the mix. And we already talked about the polybutene. The next ingredient we're going to be adding is actually the hydrogenated polyisobutene. This is going to smooth out the texture for a more modern silky glide. After that, we're going to be adding some dimethicone, and this is going to add a soft silicone-like slip and a lightweight barrier. It's going to help the balm to glide over rough areas and leaves a smooth, non-greasy finish. All right, now it's time to add that polybutene that we went ahead and incorporated our cholesterol into. We're going to go ahead and add menthol crystals now. We're going to be using the heat of everything that we have in our container here, all of our essential ingredients. We're going to use that to go ahead and start to try to melt these menthol crystals. Next, we're going to add some bisabolol, and this is going to be soothing and calming, which makes it perfect for medicated formulas. It's going to help reduce irritation and pairs beautifully with our cooling actives. Speaking of the cooling actives, we've got camphor, the menthol crystals, which I've already just added, as well as methyl salicylate. And so these are our 3 classic medicated ingredients. They're going to give that refreshing cooling sensation that immediately soothes sore, chapped lips, just like Blistex, but a little bit more refined. So we're going to go ahead and add the camphor now. I make my own camphor oil, and so that's what this is. Very teeny tiny little amounts, like really small amounts. And then we're going to put in that methyl salicylate. And our last ingredient is going to be our vitamin E. Of course, this is an antioxidant. It's going to keep the oils fresh, and it adds a touch of extra conditioning. All right, give this one good final stir, and then we're going to have to make haste to get these into our containers because everything is starting to solidify a little bit here. Scrape the sides. All right, let's get these into the tubes. All right, I made a little bit of a mess. That's fine. I'll clean it up later. I'm going to bring you guys back when these have solidified.
A few moments later.
And that's it. A perfectly smooth, firm, medicated lip balm that protects, soothes, and gives you that signature cooling feeling. I've been using this actually for the last several days, and I have to say it's almost an exact replica of the Blistex medicated lip balm. I absolutely love it, and I will continue making this year after year. It's actually helping my lips that have already started deteriorating this winter, and we've only just begun. Okay, you guys, thanks for hanging out with me today. If you'd like that full written tutorial with all of the instructions, plus additional formulation sheets that I always include in every single formula, head on over to Patreon. This is going to be at my Formulator Friend Advanced Level tier. All right, that's going to do it for today. Thanks for hanging out with me at Creation Station, and I will see you in the next formulation.